1989 is the most memorable time Arsenal actually went to Anfield and won so convincingly, so immersively, that they came back with the title. And that's what Mikel Arteta has to do this Saturday when he takes his informed team to Jurgen Klopp's team up in Liverpool, up in Anfield, come back with a 2-0 victory and then lay a statement to be league contenders. That's right, I'm talking about Arsenal versus Liverpool, Liverpool versus Arsenal. Now, I'm Ty Knight for TK24 Sports, and this is what we have to get into today. Is it possible for Mikel Arteta and his team to beat Jurgen Klopp's team with a 2-0 victory? Some people will be laughing right now when they're watching this, but I, for one, am not laughing. This is possible. It's going to happen, and I'm about to explain why. Here we go. Mikel Arteta is going to have to do something a bit different than he's never done before. He's going to have to be a bit more cautious to this game because we know the press, we know the fight, we know the guile from Liverpool, the way that Klopp likes to play. But don't make no mistakes about it. Klopp knows Arsenal are on the resurgence. Klopp knows Arsenal are just going for it right now. So he's going to be a bit more reserved himself. But he's also going to tell these Liverpool players, you know what, let's be reserved for the first 10-15 minutes, where this Arsenal team's either going to do one or two things. They're either going to sit back or they're going to come for us. Now, if they come for us, we sit back, soak it up and hit them on the counter-attack, even though we're at home. Or he's going to turn around and say, listen, there's been a lot of press about this Arsenal team. We have to do something about it. We were rubbish against Brighton. We were rubbish against West Ham. Let's go after them, lay a statement, make it 3-0 by the first 25 minutes. The game is over, they'll roll over and they will die. But this Arsenal team know that. This Arsenal team, the way that Mikel Arteta is setting themselves up right now, are on a different level. Their attitude is on a different level. Their wavelengths on a different level. The way the players are thinking is just on a different level. And this is what Arsenal need to do right now, is to take a hike like I'm doing right now, a big walk to something to get into your head and say, no matter what this hike looks like, no matter how big it's going to be, we can do this. We can conquer this as a team if we stick to the game plan and start listening to the manager. And this is what this Arsenal team are doing. They're sticking to the manager. They're now sticking to the words. They're listening to what he has to say and what he's saying on the training pitch. It's finally getting into them. We can win if we play the way the manager wants them to play. We can win with the spirit of 89 inside of us. We can go to Anfield and dominate. And that's what they're going to do, is just go to Anfield and dominate. It seems like it's not possible. It seems like, how is it possible to go to Anfield and dominate them, this team, this juggernaut? Well, the problem is down to the mindset. And Arteta is changing their mindset. You can see it. You can see the mindset is changing, like the mindset of the 89 team. Don't fear. Go and conquer. Go out, do what you do best, and bloody win. Just win. Seeing it. So let's start with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is so important for this Arsenal team. He sets the tone, he sets the language, he sets the levels that's so high. Ramsdale has proven to be a great signing so far. And that's all credit to Mikel Arteta and Edu. But I was talking about the spirit of 89. What does this man bring? He brings passion, he brings glory, and he brings calmness to this Arsenal team as well. So that's one thing. Look at the right back, Tomiyasu, coming in, unknown to Arsenal fans, unknown to the Premier League, taking the league by storm, taking the game by storm, taking his position by storm. If you remember, when he first signed, he only had a couple of days in the country, went in against Norwich, and has not looked back since. You cannot get past this man, whether it's in the air or on the floor. His distribution is great, his courage is great. Now look at Ben White and Gabriel together. My goodness, they look so strong. Then you look at the left back, Kieran Tierney, but then he's not going to be playing, so Nuno Tavares is going to be playing in this game. And that should be the case, because the way he's played in the last 3 to 4 games, he has spirit, drive and tenacity. And this is what I'm talking about, the spirit of 89. Look at that team that Arsenal won going up to Anfield. It wasn't the greatest team, but they had grit, determination and guile. That's what they had. And this is what Mikel Arteta's got to then first have that conversation with his back line. How we're going to do this, when we're going to do it, and how we need to play and stop the likes of Salah, Firmino, or Jota, or Mane. How are we going to do it? And one thing I saw, I was watching a little program and Lee Dixon was talking about inside, meaning show them on the inside so then you've got the covering man to sweep up once they move inside. This is what's going to be the cause of Arsenal winning this, the spirit of 89. I keep saying this, the spirit of 89 is how it's going to be done. Then let's go to the midfield. Okay, we then have Saka. We then got Partey, then got Lokonga, and then we got Smith Rowe. Those guys in themselves, energy, bit of youth, bit of experience. But then when you look at Saka, the way he can run on the right-hand side, he can then drive at the players. You then go into the midfield. You then got Samuel Lokonga, who is young, the Belgium international. Yes, he is young, but he can play. Thomas Partey, we know, should he be injury-free? Should he be able to last the 90 minutes? He's going to cause a devastation, but he's going up 2 against the 3 in the midfield. So will that be enough? Of course it will, because then you've got Smith Rowe on the left-hand side who can then tuck in as well. Saka on the right-hand side can tuck in. They can make it difficult for Liverpool players to breathe. They can make it more, you know, they're going to ask him questions. They're going to ask him some big questions, such as, can you play through us? Do you have the pace over us? No, you don't. Do you have the power over us? Maybe. But then do you have the intelligence to beat us in that? No, you don't. So let's move on to the front line. Well, you've got Lacazette, rejuvenated, reformed. This man is doing things. He's doing things bigger and better than he was before. People are calling him a number 9. People are calling him for number 10. He's not. He's a 9.5. Well, is that a new tag I've just made up? Pretty much yes. But what I mean is this. He doesn't play as a 10. He doesn't play as a 9. He plays in the halfway. That halfway is the link up between himself and Aubameyang, between himself and the midfield. He plays better with back turn to goal. He's got a bit of pace about him, but he's also got trickery and a bit of a nastiness as well. And that nastiness is going to be the difference of how Aubameyang is going to be fed in this game. He's going to be fed in a different way. He's going to be fed in a way that he needs to be. He needs to be a runner. When I say a runner, we need to be playing the ball into him. You know, have you noticed that when the time the ball goes up to him, the touch is very sloppy. So with the spirit of 89, we had the likes of Alan Smith up front. And remember the first goal that came in? It was a nice little free kick. Came in, smudger, bang, little head, goes in, cop end. Whoa, we know what happened after that. This is what Arsenal need to do, the spirit of 89. You go up there, no one believes in you. But the fans are starting to believe again. And this is what carried Arsenal with the spirit of 89 through. The fans have now changed, if you notice that as well. The fans have changed their tune. They're bigger, they're louder, they're stronger, they're believing. Slowly but surely they're believing. Most of them still don't want to believe too much in Mikel Arteta. But that's okay. You can have your reserved judgment on that. But one thing I will say is this. If you go up there with the mindset thinking it's not going to happen because we don't have the right manager, and then Arsenal lose, you're going to turn around and say, well, I told you so. I mean, Mikel Arteta's not that guy, but he is that guy. And we need to go up there in our droves and drown out Anfield. We can't go there fearing it's Anfield. We can't go there fearing it's Liverpool. We cannot go there fearing, thinking, oh my goodness, it's Liverpool. We haven't won here in ages. But if we do win, I'm shocked. And then you still won't give the man the credit that he is due. Mikel Arteta is envisioning and embodying the likes of an Arsene Wenger and a George Graham performance. There are times when we're playing like the Arsene Wenger, we're pinning the ball here, there and everywhere. And there are times when we're winning the game and it's being bloody gritty. And that's what we want. We want the George Graham era. We want the George Graham era of football tomorrow, the spirit of 89. I keep saying the spirit of 89 because I need you to understand how important that game was, what it done for Arsenal, what it done for the landscape of this club. This club was built upon the 89. It wasn't built upon the Invincibles. It wasn't built upon, winning at Old Trafford. It was built upon the 89 season. I'm telling you this right now. That was the time we won the 10th league title in this club's history. It was. And now we're going to lay the groundwork again. Spirit of 89 is coming. Arsenal's going to win 2-0. It's going to happen with the 4-4-2. Or should we say the 4-4-1-1. I'm tying up for TK24 Sports. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Gunners. We're going to do this.